This is VOA News. I'm Laurel Bowman. Russian President Vladimir Putin will participate in his first multilateral summit since an armed rebellion rattled Russia. AP correspondent Karen Chammus reports.
Russian President Vladimir Putin will participate in his first multilateral summit since an armed rebellion rattled Russia. Leaders will convene virtually for a summit of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, a security grouping founded by Russia and China to counter Western alliances from East Asia to the Indian Ocean. This year's event is hosted by India, which became a member in 2017. Senior fellow at the Brookings Institution, Tanvi Madan, believes the summit is essential for Moscow.
SCO for Russia has been an outlet for Moscow demonstrating that it's not isolated, something they argue that the US and the European Union are trying to do.
For Putin personally, the summit presents an opportunity to show he's in control after a short-lived insurrection by Wagner mercenary chief Yevgeny Prigozhin. None of the member countries has condemned Russia in UN resolutions, choosing instead to abstain. I'm Karen Chammus.
Pakistan's benchmark share index scored its biggest single-day jump in 15 years on Monday, gaining 5.9% on the first trading session after the country secured a last-gasp funding deal from the International Monetary Fund, or IMF. The country on Friday secured a $3 billion short-term financial package from the IMF, giving its economy some much-awaited respite as it teeters on the brink of default. And at least 2 people were killed and 19 others wounded in a Russian drone attack on the northern Ukrainian city of Sumy on Monday, local authorities said. This is VOA News. A civil rights group has filed suit against Harvard University in the U.S. for discrimination in an effort to end its legacy admissions program, part of the backlash to the U.S. Supreme Court ending affirmative action. AP correspondent Jackie Quinn reports.
The group, Lawyers for Civil Rights, is suing on behalf of Black and Latinos in New England, alleging Harvard's legacy admissions system, giving priority to children of alumni, discriminates against students of color. The lawsuit draws on Harvard's own data that reveal 70% of Harvard's legacy or donor applicants are white, and that they're 6 times more likely to be admitted. President Biden last week spoke out against legacy admissions and the court's decision to end affirmative action.
Rolls back decades of precedent and momentous progress.
The lawsuit seeks to have the U.S. Education Department declare legacy admissions illegal. I'm Jackie Quinn.
Tomorrow, July 4th, is when Americans celebrate Independence Day. It's one of the most traveled times of the summer in the U.S. AP correspondent Rita Foley reports.
Millions of Americans are traveling, and not just for the July 4th holiday. The AAA says it looks like travel this summer will be one for the record books. Air travel is seeing a big increase, even with those higher ticket prices. The best advice? Don't check luggage. You'll save time and money, says the AAA. Travel with a carry-on bag. The number of Americans traveling by car is expected to set a new record over this July 4th holiday travel period. Gas prices are down. It's $3.53 a gallon today. A year ago, it was $4.81. Today, road traffic isn't expected to be too bad. The worst time tomorrow, July 4th, will be between noon and 3 p.m. The worst time to travel on Wednesday is between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. I'm Rita Foley.
France's mayors call on the public and elected officials to hold rallies opposing nearly a week of violent protests, even as the first signs emerged that the unrest was beginning to ease. An international office to investigate Russia over its invasion of Ukraine opens in The Hague, and the first step towards a possible tribunal for Moscow's leadership. U.S. President Joe Biden will travel to Europe later this month for meetings in Britain, Lithuania, and Finland, the White House said. Biden's trip, scheduled for July 9th through the 13th, will begin in London for meetings with King Charles and Prime Minister Rishi Sunak to further strengthen the close relationship between the two nations. That's what the White House said in a statement. I'm Laurel Bowman for VOA News.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.